Hey, it's tent time! After a couple of failed attempts at finding a tent that would fit our family, we've found one from NTK that I hope fits the bill. Stick around and let's see what it has to offer. Alright, today I am super excited to be doing an unboxing of this NTK Arizona GT 1112 tent. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see if we can get this started here. NTK is the international brand of Nautika, a camping and outdoor-oriented company that was founded in Sao Paulo, Brazil in 1974. In 2012, Nautika rebranded as NTK and broke into the international market. Today, the company is still owned by the founding family, and they continue to produce a wide range of outdoor products. NTK makes several styles of tents, from lightweight backpacking ones to the larger family dome types. The company focuses on their high-end GT or Gran Turismo tents, but they also produce a standard tent with the goal of having products available for any budget. Okay, just taking it out of the bag. It's got some simple straps around it. I've seen these on other tents. They're just meant to kind of hold this down, but I don't think that they are meant to be a permanent way. And it's got a really nice carry bag, nice outside straps, outside pocket, anything extra that you're taking, you've got room to put that in. So it's a pretty hefty duffel. On the inside are the directions. So let me pull this all out, roll it out, and let's see what we've got in here. Okay, as you can see, all the parts are out here. Right down here is our rain fly. Over here is our tent. In the bag there are the stakes and the guy lines. And then we have the tent poles. And we've got 3 parts here. The bottom one that this is sitting on, I think is just meant to be like a floor mat to go out in the front of your tent or the entrance. And then there are a couple other pieces that I'm not sure about just yet, that once I get this up, I'll figure out what those are. I think this one is a mesh that hangs on the inside, and then I'm not sure about that one. And also that came with this, to let you know, is I got the hammock there, that NTK hammock. So I'll get that out and see what that looks like. And there's another strap in here. I'm not real sure what that is for, but I will see as I get this all set up. Okay, I've got the tent laid out and I've got all of the poles. So there's 3 white poles and there's 2 red poles. And these correspond to colors on the tent. So if you look right in here, you've got the white right there. Oh, my finger's not showing up. There we go. You've got the white right there. That's going to be where the white tent pole goes. And you can see the red there. So one of the red tent poles will go through there. And then these have the pegs on, there it is, on the end down here that the poles will go into. So if I'm looking at this, I'm going to have 2 tent poles that fasten into these. And then you've also got a loop there that you can use a stake to stake it down. So my next step now is going to be to get these tent poles in through their respective slots. So let's go with that. Okay, as you can see, I've got the tent completely set up now. So it took me about 30 to 45 minutes completely to get this set up to this point anyway without the fly. Definitely easier if there's two people doing it, but certainly not impossible if there's only one. It's a very large tent. Certainly a tent of this size would be better suited for two people. Couple of little notes on the outside before I put that fly up and we talk about what's on the inside. You can see there's two huge windows going all the way through. Right down here is our electrical port. That was one big thing for us because we do have solar panels going to a solar generator and we want to be able to bring that into the tent. There's a door in the back here with that mesh window so you can roll it down on the inside, and I'll show you that in a little while. And then a very large front door that has the same thing, that mesh window that you can roll down for even more ventilation going through. So one of the things, right now I'm going to put up the rainfly, one of the things that drew me to the NTK tent is that the rainfly goes all the way to the ground. And one of the first tents we got, the rainfly didn't do that, and when it rained, it filled with rain on the inside. So that was something I looked for as I looked for a tent. So here's our rainfly, and I'm going to get that put up now. Now that I have the tent and the fly up, let's talk about some of these exterior features. One of the things that sets the 11-12 tent apart from the 9-10 is right up here, and that's this awning. The 9-10 doesn't have the tent poles to bring the awning out according to customer service at NTK. Now in order to keep those tent poles up, you do have to guy it out. Now some exterior features here. They have vents on either side of the front. There's also a vent on the back. These have a harder foam on the inside with Velcro so that you can put that up. On the inside of the fly, it does have straps that can tie to the tent pole. Not really sure why they didn't go with Velcro, but either way, that's kind of going to be up to you on whether or not you want to use that. Now down here, at the bottom we have hooks that are used to connect the fly to the main tent with the hook that's at the bottom, or the loop that's at the bottom. Each side of the tent has a great big window, and you can see that the window can be rolled up and secured with the hook and eye here. There's one on the other side as well. You can see some different guy points. These hooks up here are used to roll back this back portion of the rainfly so that you could have the sunroom area open separate from the main part of the fly. This of course is the door, and you can unzip that and you can see the door behind it. Branding on the back, and then another vent back here with two guy points, has the same dense foam and Velcro parts to prop open that vent. And just back over here on the other side, this is what it looks like with the window closed. Again, that can roll up just like it did on the other side. So let's take a minute and look at what's going on the inside of the tent. Now let's take a walk into the interior of the tent and show you some of the features inside. So the tent does have the bathtub flooring going up about 6 inches from the bottom. We have two mesh pockets here immediately to the left as you go in, along with the warning signs, or the warnings. And over here on the right, you've got two mesh pockets. Right above my head, you'll see 4 hooks. Those hooks are going to be for the mesh pocket that go in here. There are also several hooks going down this way. These hooks are for the divider. That was that piece I didn't know about, or wasn't sure about when I first opened this up. We also have a door back here This door has a mesh window on it, so you can unzip it and then roll this back, and actually it unzips on 3 sides, and roll it down in order to get that mesh opening. The tent fly door can roll back and you can still get some of that cross breeze going on. And then down here, just to the left of that door, is the E-port. So it's a zipper. It's about 6 inches or so wide for whatever you want to be pushing out. Meant for electronics, but it could be for just about anything. And then there is the back window and a vent for that window. So let's go ahead and get this divider up and the pocket, and we'll give you an idea of the height in here. Okay, before I put up the divider and the mesh pouch that goes up here, I wanted you to see real quick just how tall it is inside here. So I'm 5'6" and I have plenty of room above my head. Not real sure that I will once I put that mesh pocket in, but we'll see. So that height extends through the bulk of the tent. Obviously in the middle it's higher, but I can stand back here in the back and I'm still not touching the top of the tent. And even if I come forward while I'm close, I'm still not touching the top of the tent. So a lot of height throughout. That is fantastic, especially for those of you that might be a little bit taller. So I'm going to set this up and show you the divider and the mesh pocket to go in up top. With the divider in and the net up top, let me show you a couple of features with that. So the net comes with these elastic hook and eye, which allows a lot of stretch and flexibility with the neck. And you can see in the center of the tent there is also a hook. If you have a fan or a light or something you're hanging from it, that's where that's going to be. Then back here is where the divider is. This makes this a 2-room tent. So if you have a family and you want to separate, you can. This also has that elastic hook and eye. The zipper down the middle. And then down here, we have just a regular hook and eye so that you can pull that divider back. So it makes a very roomy tent, a little bit more maybe like home if you've got kids. You can want to separate off your room from theirs or theirs from yours, however you want to do it. It just adds a little bit more flexibility to this pretty large interior space. Well, the humidity here in central Missouri is absolutely unbearable, and if I don't get inside, I'm probably going to melt. So I'm going to call it here today. I hope you've liked what you see with the Arizona GT 1112 tent from NTK. Okay, so quick update. Yesterday, a few hours after I finished filming the tent, we had a torrential downpour here in Missouri, and I'm talking buckets of rain blowing horizontally, lots of wind. I pulled down the awning before the rain hit, but I haven't had a chance yet to check inside for any water leakage. So here is going to be a really big test to the durability of this tent. You guys, as I step in here, this is completely dry. Like there is not a drop of water in here, not a bit, nothing on the ceiling. It is perfect in here. This makes me so excited and so happy. I cannot wait to get this tent out and camping somewhere off the beaten path. You want to see more? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know the next time that I post a video. I have gear reviews and definitely going to start talking about overlanding and getting a little bit further into the outdoors than just our state park camping. So I hope you stick around and join me when we make it to our next pit stop.